dog. I'm just getting out of bed now. I had nice sleeping and then I was resting in my bed after. And my nice clean sheets. It was wonderful. And then I was laying in bed for like an hour or two, I don't know, and then I look at my phone and it says it's 1 in the afternoon, so Best Buy has been open for 2 hours already, so time to go on over. Because last night I was working around until like 4 in the morning or something, or I was up until 4 in the morning. Setting up my room, adjusting the position of my cameras, because I started out the day yesterday at 1:30. I went into Best Buy, and I think it was yesterday, yeah, and 1:20, and to find out why my computer, my OBS, wasn't detecting the cameras, and the guy, didn't detect it, but there, and he turned the computer off and on one time, and then the camera detected all 4 cameras without doing anything. So I was like, okay, yay! I guess all I had to do was turn off the program. I could have sworn I was doing that though, turning off the program, turning off the computer, unplugging the camera. So then I come home and I think I had do the same thing. I had to like restart the computer. The program. And with Windows, it's actually really simple. You just hit the X, it goes away, and then you go and find a program again. It doesn't show up on my program like taskbar, so I have to actually type OBS, and then it shows, and then I click it and brings it right back like immediately, like it was. And so then I tried it with the extension cables, and it didn't work. But then I like started and restarted the program like before, and unplugged and plugged the cables, and it eventually saw all cameras with extension cables. So then at that point, I proceeded to God damn. I proceeded to put the cameras on the walls and then place them and level them to how I wanted them, and then I did the green screen on the different cameras, and as good as I could. Good enough, I guess it's good enough. Maybe I can get better where I can make it look better, learn tricks. Some kid was doing something. You do chrome key and then you do color correction together, but I guess he's doing it with different scenes, so I don't know. Anyways, that's good enough for me for now. But then I realized stuff that I needed to do today to finish it up, My studio is like more intricate than any studio you're gonna see. It's like the most intricate in the world. So I don't know how I get more ambitious as I go along. I'm like, oh wow, that's right, I need that. So I'm looking at my stuff, what I need to do today. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go get a joint because there's a marijuana store right next to Best Buy, and I got a joint there last night after Best Buy, and it was way bigger than at the farm. It was only $9, so it was cheaper, and it was huge. It was like it was this big, and it got really wide at the end. It was like a freaking spliff. And then she gave me the receipt, and she says, yeah, if you use this receipt at your next purchase, you'll get $5 off. So I could go in there right now and spend $4 on a huge ass spliff, like literally right next to Best Buy. So I think the place is called like Drift. So I'm gonna go in there, go into Best Buy, and because I went after I talked to the guy, I went all the way up to Longmont, and after I talked to the guy up there, I forgot to bring my GoPro, because I was gonna have him hook up the GoPro too, and I just spaced it. So then I had to go down to this Best Buy here to buy a GoPro adapter. I think I had one, but I just couldn't find it. So besides, it's not long enough, so I need to get a long one that'll reach, because I'm going to put it on the floor right here, or at least one of my cameras on the floor right here on the bottom. Fix it with Velcro to the bottom of this so it points up at the TV and me. But I got a mini USB, just like, because it looked just like the GoPro, but I forgot that mini USB isn't fucking GoPro. So I have to go back right now. I'm going to exchange my mini USB. I got a 10-foot long cable. I said GoPro because they have GoPros, and then I think I'm going to get another webcam, a Logitech, because I have 2 extra USB ports in the back of my computer. So one of them can be for the GoPro and one of them can be for the other camera. So I'll have 6 cameras, 4 at the top of each wall, the GoPro or whoever on the bottom of the north wall pointing up at my TV. And then I need a traditional webcam that's on top of my TV. Like, so when I'm sitting in the desk, there's one pointing at my face, or when I'm riding my bike, there's one pointing at my face. That's essential because I'll probably do a lot of videos where I'm just hanging out there. I also have another place in my bathroom where I can do videos, but I can't stream those videos because of my desktop. Unless I could stream in a camera, but then there wouldn't be good sound because my mic is out here. And so if I do videos from my bathroom, I'll just do it with my just pre-recorded ones, or maybe even with OBS, because I have OBS on my Macs. So I just couldn't, and I could stream it too. I actually could do it with OBS. That's when I'll do OBS with my Mac, when I'm in the bathroom for whatever reason. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the green screen everything's going to work with my desk. I'll do a demo of everything today as soon as it's all set up. I also am going to buy another 6x7 cloth over at the camera store, Mike's Camera, for the floor. Because when I see on my West camera, man, I'm getting some like acid reflux. I sound good. It's because I smoke so much weed. I think that causes the yawning too. As soon as I'm done with the weed and exercising, I won't be doing acid reflux and constant yawning, but usually don't get acid reflux. But yeah, so to cover up the floor. So when I ride my bike, when I'm looking at it on the east camera, I could put whatever like image I want under the bike, like if I'm biking through the sky, because I have lots of ideas for when I make videos for like time travel triathlon and all that kind of stuff, and tours. I can pretend that I'm like biking through the sky or whatever, I don't know. So yeah, or biking on water or roads and stuff. I just have, and it just didn't look right. It looked out of place, and you could see the floor there. So I'm gonna get another green screen and so like if it gets dirty from sweat dripping on it, you just throw it in the machine. You clean it on the machine on soft. And you just let it get the life out of it. It seems like the cloth that it's made out of is nice and strong. So I'm going to get one of those. I'm also going to go to my mom's house because I dumped my green screen paper, her garage again. Go pick that up again. Because I have to take pictures off the wall and then cover my south wall and east and western wall with green screen so that my camera angles don't include that. So get a joint, get a new webcam, exchange the adapter for my GoPro so I can come back here and hook up the webcam and a GoPro. That'll give me 6 cameras. Buy the green screen cloth. Tear the pictures off the wall. Replace them with green screen that I get from my mom's house. And yeah, that's what I'm doing today. Just another day of slight touch-ups and like another fucking $100. So yesterday, over the last few days, I got really freaked out because I thought that I dislocated my knee. I went dancing last week and I was streaming it, and I thought I streamed the whole thing and it was working, but So I was excited, and I was playing music really loud, and I was doing helicopters, where you do a 360 and then you land. But as soon as I landed, I did helicopter in the other direction, and I just did a bunch of those because I thought it was cool. And I thought nothing of it. Well, I thought a little bit, like, is this sketchy? But I didn't feel anything at the time. And then my knee just started having like really, really bad pain. Like I'd walk down the stairs, and then my mom drove me out to do a hike with her, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, God damn. Knee was in so much pain, like a lot of pain, and it was radiating out from my freaking knee on my hamstring on the inside and the outside, and I had a huge lump, like it seemed like as hard as a bone sticking out. Maybe I could do a video now, do a demo. It's actually not that bad anymore. It got better yesterday. Yeah, it's kind of not even that bad. So yeah, I was just freaked out, but I thought this knot here because it was sore, but it's actually not that bad. Because then I even went into the doctor yesterday, and they looked at it, and he even ordered a X-ray because I told him that it would like hurt so bad and it was still kind of inflamed. But I never took ibuprofens for some reason. It was going on for like 4 days like that, and I never took ibuprofens. And so I went home and finally took 4 ibuprofens. Maybe that's why I'm getting the acid reflux. I don't know. I forgot to take it with water. You're supposed to take it with food because it burns your stomach. And I take it with like just a little bit of like protein drink. It was stupid, but and a little bit of pizza. But took 4 ibuprofens, and like damn, like after a half hour, it just came right down. Like that's all I needed was to take ibuprofens. Yeah, so I went into the doctor because I was with my mom, and she was like, "Go to the doctor," and I just walked in, and they set an appointment for like 2.5 hours later. So it was cool, but I had to pay like $72 copay. I wanted to get an opinion. I thought I dislocated my knee because I mean, it's been forever. Whenever I get injured or something happens, see, it's been forever since I got exercise. I don't know how I'm doing. So whenever something happens, like an injury or a pain, I'm tired. I think to myself, okay, what would I do if I was 20 and in shape? Like, well, what would I do in that situation? Yeah, and I think with the knee, I would have been like, oh yeah, that's not dislocated. You don't dislocate knees. What happened was it's just inflamed. Oh yeah, the doctor said tendonitis. I was walking around. It was actually really painful yesterday when I came back from the doctor because every time I walk, it was really painful. But then I took the ibuprofen and that like fixed everything. So we'll see if walking to the store is going to make my knee like really painful for the rest of the day. If it does, I'll just take 4 more ibuprofen. I mean, oh my God, ibuprofen does freaking wonders. It's a wonder drug. Ibuprofen, I always thought it was like a pain reliever, and I'm like, I don't do pain relievers. They're unhealthy. No, they're healers. It heals you. It brings the swelling down. It's actually started getting hurting again, maybe because the ibuprofen ran out. So, yeah, I had a meeting with a doctor, like a virtual meeting with a doctor for 2 weeks. I just like canceled. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with my knee. I'm not going to ride or run anytime soon until I get like a whole day without any pain, but definitely no more dancing like that. I'll do a helicopter like skiing or whatever, but not dancing. Like, or at least not while I weigh over 200. I weigh 200 pounds. I went to the doctor's office yesterday and it said 197 pounds. So plus I'm not exercised, so maybe I should run a little bit more, strengthen my joints a little bit more before I start doing fancy stuff like that. So anyway, that was good. Now I know to be super careful when I go running up in the like rocks, flat irons and stuff. You don't want to like buckle a knee, or you want to hit everything at the right angle. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up now and drive around, and oh yeah, I'm also gonna go to Home Depot and buy a whole packet. They're like $10 of these little hooks, so that I can hook things around, like hook stuff up on cables or whatever up near where my desk is. There were some things I can't remember exactly what I was gonna hook, but get another packet of those Velcros. I love the Velcros. I'll show them in my demo. when I have my studio set up. But you just stick Velcro on everything, on like your gadgets, and then you just stick little Velcros all over the walls and places. So you just stick your gadgets on the wall. And I need at least 2 more Velcros for my keyboard, so I can hang my keyboard up on the wall above the TV when I'm not using it because it's really big. I'll give a demo of my desk area, and it's actually comfortable to work in, but it's compact. So I have to manage time well. I mean space well. So I'll give a demo of that tomorrow. But yeah, it looks like everything's working out. So yeah, one more day. Oh yeah, and then there's another thing I have to do. Man, I hope I remember all this when I go out. Maybe I should write a list. I'm gonna buy another canister of paint, and I'll get less than a quart if they offer it, but I'll have to get a quart if I have to. It's $16 of the paint. That's the green screen. Because I'm gonna paint my TV. When I was looking at my TV from the north camera, you could see the black outline of it, and I think it'll look better if it's just straight TV to the real world when I show videos and green screen stuff. So I'm gonna paint the outsider edges of my TV. I'm gonna paint the rest of my treadmill. I'm gonna paint my bench, which wasn't painted at all. Finish painting the back end of my swimming machine. Um, Paint my mic. Um, Paint the top of my table. I might go through an entire quart. Yeah, I am gonna get a quart. The top of my bike table because the west camera, the east camera looks down on it. And so the more stuff that's green, the better off I am because I can put background scenes into it, everything way easier. And but so that's actually a lot of stuff that I have to paint. I'm not going to paint my weights. I'm not going to paint the sitting part of my bench because I'll be in there with my shorts and shirt, and I don't want paint to touch my skin. But I did paint the seat of my rowing machine. I didn't paint the seat part of my swimming machine because that's bare skin. And I'm not going to paint any of my weights because my cameras are good enough that you can actually see how heavy the weights are. Because I painted it on the side, and I think I'll even paint the weights, not in green, but paint the weights of my barbell weights too, and like some kind of white, yeah, paint or something. I don't know I did with white paint before. Yeah, maybe I'll buy white paint at Home Depot today so I can paint the weights on the bars. I mean, you should be able to tell with barbell paint weights, but just in case, I don't know. But you can tell on my dumbbells. So yeah, I actually kind of have my work cut out for me. That's why I'm gonna get a joint too. So yeah, hopefully I can be done with all that today, and because as soon as my hardware stuff is set up, I'm gonna start working out. Like I'm not that focused on getting all the software set up. I can do that later. Just do the hardware for now. Okay, anyways, that was kind of a long one. All right, I'm off to work. Talk to you tomorrow.